Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we will be soloing Siren, playing a little Final Fantasy XI on the private server CatseyeXI FFXI. All right, let's check it out real fast. I'm looking. Click right here in the launcher, take you over to the CatseyeXI specific wiki. Go to missions, and then I think Siren is Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. I'm looking. Lost Avatars, so 116. So the fight is changed for the server, right? So it's not level 80. That the 15 minutes still apply. The two main things you're looking out for here is, this is definitely a DPS check. So if you're on mage, you may consider getting some help. Just shout or use the party finder. But a solid damage dealer, monk, warrior, samurai, dragoon. You need some serious DPS. So it's definitely a DPS check. And then second, she can charm. So if she hits you with charm, it will despawn your trusts. So you're going to want to sub thief. That way you can plant some hate on your trust tank and hopefully evade that situation. Okay, so I'm rocking it on my alt right now, medkit, and we've got him on warrior. So I am warrior thief. Right, my alt does have some decent gear for being an alt. But you can pick up some low-level stuff. So the what you're looking for, if you're needing a serious boost, I'm about a boost. You're looking to boost your DPS. Aeonic weapon skills are going to be the go-to. So look down here underneath the ultimate weapon, Aeonics. Talk a little bit about how to get them. So I did grab the Great Axe Upheaval, and that's a strength and a vitality modifier. So we're stacking strength and vitality into the gear set. But the weapon skills themselves, they're worth on every job getting. But if you have your main class, shoot for that first, because it is a heavy investment, right? You're gonna need 300,000 or 200,000 conquest points, and then you're gonna need domain shards. You do the domain invasion in CatseyeXI specifically, and then infinity cores. If you don't farm them yourself, 10 of them's around 1 million, so it is expensive. So farm them yourself in Dynamis. Okay, let's see. Did I just log out? What happened? The music went deaf. Okay, but anyway, let's take a look at the gear real fast. I'm rocking like the Great Axe from Domain Invasion. Any plus strength helm would work. I did do some dragon slaying, so I got that. Got the chivalrous chain from assaults. Assaults aren't like active on the server, but you can trade your copper vouchers for points to get the assault gear. I did solo Divine Might like last week, so I got the earring. Running Osode, right? Alt. Have access. A Habageron would probably be, or a Haberk would also work here. You're looking for strength, accuracy, vitality stuff. Dynamis gloves, some rings. I just picked this up today from the Crimson Dobson Fly, but accuracy rings. Login reward. So check your login points. Talk to the Moogles. It rotates monthly. Haste belt off the auction house. This is domain invasion gear, and then Bayakos. So you may not be quite as geared on your warrior or your job, but the main thing we're going to do is we're going to stack all our 2 hours. So we're going to stack our abilities. We're going to pop a 2-hour Berserk, Warcry, Mighty Strikes, and then Trick Attack, and then Weapon Skill on Halver. So I did build up my TP ahead of time. So I've got 3,000 TP. Actually, I'm going to redo my buffs real fast. So I just ran around the area, whacked on the fish. I beat the fish! And then build up your TP to 3,000. You could, change your subjob maybe to samurai, but I wouldn't. I'm gonna try to stick with the strategy of stacking Trick Attack on Halver. That way we avoid the charm mechanic. But other than that, we got healers. So we got Halver as our tank. You should have access to all of these trusts if you're to the same spot in the story as I am. And then Puru is the Unity Trust. She's a really good healer. And then I think the other two, Jokum's just for support and cures, Meelee's for cures. So we're going to be the main damage dealer. I did grab the food from the book, so you could eat like a meat jerky, or not a meat jerky. You could eat like a meat myth kebab, but I got this food from the book. And then 3,000 TP. Okie dokie, are we ready? So MP is going to be an issue throughout the fight, so I'm going to let the trusts heal up. And then we're going to crank out all our damage dealing stuff and try to burn him down with that Aeonic weapon skill. So DPS check, go. Here we go! Beautiful. Okay, so first have to engage. So Halver will do something. Okay, I'm gonna pop retaliation. Alright, we're gonna do 2 hour. Go! Mighty Strikes. Okay, I got perfect dodge in there. What is this even the right macro set? Okay, gotta manually do it. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, and then we're gonna get into position for Trick Attack. Let me berserk. Let me do all the things. Berserk and da-da-da-da-da. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, nice. Okay, Trick Attack. Upheaval. Go, buddy. Nice, 5k damage. So we're gonna need that damage. And after that, just gonna pound out some damage. Ouch. Okay. And then when Trick Attack's ready, I'll Trick Attack weapon skill. Alright, here we go! So yeah, if you're on a different job, if you're on like Samurai, obviously, try to get some hate, Trick Attack, and then weapon skills. Monk does well. What else? I suppose you could try... A Thief I did struggle on quite a bit. It doesn't have the damage output, but I didn't have the Aeonic weapon skill. I was just using Shark Bite. So you may have some issues with that. Okay, our next weapon skill will be Trick Attack. Stacked. Oh, she debuffed me. Alright, looking good. Okay, Apuru's on her second MP bar. And then everybody else is out of MP. Cool. Okay, great. If, like I said, if you can get help with a group, shouting usually works. People are usually pretty generous and come down and give you a hand. Also, the Party Finder can also, you throw up the fight on Party Finder. Okay, gonna do so. Stacking upheavals. What are the upheavals hitting for? Like 3k. So I did try to do this earlier without the DPS increase. I just had Raging Rush, and it was hitting for like 800 to 1200. So this is definitely a DPS check. All right. Next weapon skill, we can Trick Attack. So it seems like Halver has decent hate here. I also heard that Dancer could be an option with some sustain. So that's something you could look at. It's gonna be a close one. We are almost out of MP. We're cutting it close. I'm sweating. I have boogers. Okay, we're out of MP. All right, so hopefully this little killer. Okay, we're gonna need to do at least one more weapon skill. Hopefully we can get her done. You may think temporary items could also be useful. What do I have in here? Sometimes I carry a TP wing, So that's useful. Oh! So yeah, I probably would win right now if I had a TP wing in my pants. I do like wings. Sriracha! Okay, I think we got this in the bag, baby. It's in the bag, baby, this next weapon skill. Oh. Unless I miss. Unless I totally miss every hit. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, time to die. Easiest fight of my life, boys! And there you have it. So, you know, stack your DPS. Watch out for charm. You'll be alright. Let me know what jobs you completed this on down in the description. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, hit the thumbs up and the like, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, I'm out of here. Goodbye.